And we're back. We're back again. But this time we're back with something different. This time, as you can see, this is not Call of Duty. This is Genshin Impact, right? Now, this video is strictly for the people that already play it and will know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, this is basically an RPG game mixed with a gacha system in it. Now, if you don't know what a gacha system is, it's a summoning system that you do to get 5-star characters, right? You got 4-star characters and you get 5-star characters. 4-star characters will obviously be easier to get than 5-star characters. 5-star characters are more powerful than the 4-star characters by base stats. Every character is unique, every character is more useful, right? Another part of the gacha in this game is the energy system. This game is an RPG game, right? When you first start off, you've got a ton of stuff to do, right? You don't really care about the energy system when you first start off because this game is massive. This game's map is giant. There's so much things to do, so much things to explore, so many ways to make your characters more powerful, make your weapons more powerful. You know, there's just a lot this game floods you with when you start off. But when you're end game like me, you got an energy system that you're stuck with until the next update, which will be next week, by the way, so I'm really excited for that. People like content creators and people that play excessively, this is basically a wall for them, right? To space the time, to block the players from obviously overplaying and you know, getting ahead of the game before every, you know, expansion, all of that stuff, because, you know, this game is really addictive. Like, this game is fun. Like, I really enjoy it, and if people get into it, they do as well. Like, you can play this game all day. This is why this energy system is here. It's to stop you from doing that. It's basically for you to hop on, do your stuff, and get on with something else, basically. That doesn't seem like a good thing if you want to play it, but at the same time, this game gave you options to do stuff on the side. Like, yeah, you get most progress. You get the biggest progression from using this energy system, but you don't have to use it. If you're out of this energy system, you can farm materials, you can farm artifacts, you can farm mobs, bosses, you know, everything is useful in this game. When you start off, you know, the world is massive, but I kid you not, everything is useful in this game. From flowers, from mushrooms, from collecting all of this stuff, everything is useful, right? So, first tip, if you're new, if you're watching this for the first time, grab everything you see. All the chests, everything, just open everything. Right, because this is the beauty of this game, is that everything will be useful later on in the game. So just grab everything, just do it, just explore, just take your time and explore the game and have fun with it, because that's what I've been doing, and yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Okay, so now that I explained the basics of this game, I didn't explain the RPG part because, you know, every gamer should know what an RPG game is. I mean, come on, like, you have your character, you go around the world, you level them up. The more you level your characters up, the stronger your opponents will be, all of that good stuff, yeah. Okay, so now showing off my account. What I'm gonna be doing is showing off all the characters I've got, the weapons, artifacts, talents, constellations, and I think that's it. What else? Oh, and I'm gonna be doing a summoning at the end of this video as well. I'm gonna be going for C1 Zhongli, which I'm gonna be showing him off in now. Okay, so this is take 2 of the showcase. While editing, I realized there was an audio problem. So basically, I'm redoing this after the summoning, so I already know what I've got, who I've got. Yeah. All the good stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna quickly go over the characters. Like I said before, as you can see, level 8 official, 16k HP, 2k attack. I've got the Verdescent Hunt on her. Obviously the battle pass weapon, it's really good for any DPS archer. The crit rate really goes up. It's got nice crowd control with the cyclone. Gladiator's Finale and Thundering Fury set, obviously for the highest damage possible for her. I mean, I could go for a 4-piece, but because she was my main DPS, I just thought Gladiators and Thundering Fury was better, right? So, starting off with the flower. I'm working on this flower. This flower is alright. It's pretty good. It's got HP roll, but you know, it is what it is. This feather has been carrying me, has been carrying her massively. Like, as you can see, the substats are amazing. I've got attack on my sand with crit rate, elemental mastery, electro damage cup. I've got this one that I'll upgrade to later, but this one's pretty good. It's got good substats. And an attack helmet. I mean, ideally, you know, you want crit rate or crit damage, right? You could go for crit damage because I have the Viridescent Hunt, but I'm still working on it, so I just went with attack. This is like not even a good one, but you know, I'm working with what I got. C3 official talents are obviously leveled up, so yeah, that's about it. I mean, she's got big damage, she's good, she carries. Alright, going on to Zhangling. Max HP 6-8. I got 17k sorry on her HP and 1.7k attack. Obviously using the Crescent Pike. I mean, this is a no-brainer for her. It's a free weapon. It's good. It just carries. It carries a lot, right? Gladiators and Bloodstained Chivalry for her because she's my main DPS. She does physical damage. Obviously, I want the 25% plus attack. She doesn't do much elemental damage because it's Zhangling. She does have Goba and she does have the good ult, but ideally only physical, right? So yeah, going into my artifacts, I've got this one. This is a god roll for her. It carries her a lot. I mean, crit rate, crit damage, double attack is perfect. This one is pretty good as well. I mean, 15 attack percentage roll is always good on a feather, no matter what. Crit rate, I mean, defense, HP, it is what it is. This one is alright. I mean, I had to go with attack, so the first attack sand I got, I just went for it. You know, artifact farming is painful, you know what it is. Pyro damage, I got pyro damage on her. I mean, I could go for physical damage, but pyro damage just does much more with her skill. I've got a lot of recharge on her as well, so it kind of made sense. And it's just a good artifact overall. I mean, energy recharge, crit rate, attack. Like, I got a 2 HP rolls, but it is what it is, isn't it? And a crit rate helmet, which is actually pretty good. I mean, 15% attack, 14% crit damage with a crit rate is amazing in itself, yeah. C2 Zhangling, talents 666, leveled up as much as I can. Alright, going into Sucrose. She's my main support DPS character, kind of. I mean, she does a lot. Sacrificial Fragment on her is the best because she provides elemental mastery to her team when she does a swell reaction or when she does her skills. Artifacts is a no-brainer that I went for the Viridescent Vernera. I mean, going for the Viridescent is just the go-to for her. I mean, she does a lot of swell damage. She's there to pop her, you know, pop her abilities and just do damage and debuff the enemy. Is just amazing, right? I've got a 4-star flower, but I mean, it was decent enough that I went for it. I mean, I think this one is pretty bad. Yeah, it's got attack and energy recharge, but it's not as good as this one with crit rate, crit attack and crit damage. This attack feather is amazing. I mean, you know, the HP rolls could not have been there, but I always get HP rolls on attack stuff, so yeah, it is what it is. This one I'm still working on. I mean, I'm looking for elemental mastery for this, so yeah, I didn't find one. I didn't even get a 5-star of this. That's the funny thing. Like, I found this so much, I didn't even get a 5-star. And of course, animal damage on the cup. I mean, this cup is good in itself. I mean, the defense and HP, okay, but this is a good enough. It provides a lot of damage. But I've got this one, where is it? This one recently. And this one is just really good for her. I mean, I might swap it out later on when I get the chance. Oh yeah, and for the hat, I am also looking for elemental mastery. You want to stack as much elemental mastery on her as possible, because that's what gives her a lot of damage and also provides a lot of buffs to your team based on how much her elemental what's it called, her elemental mastery is in. So if her elemental mastery is up, she'll provide more elemental mastery to your team. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I've got a C6 Sucrose. This is why I decided to kind of build her, because she was kind of sitting in my characters and just I wasn't using her. And then when I summoned for Noelle and I got 6 Sucroses by the time I got 1 Noelle, I kind of decided to build her, you know, because in the end, looking through her constellation buffs, I just realized how cracked she is, how like OP she couldn't be. So I decided to build her, and I mean, thankfully she didn't disappoint. I mean, any C6 character won't disappoint in my opinion, but yeah, she just is amazing. Talents, obviously 166 plus 3 from the constellations. You don't basic attack with her. You kind of pop in, drop hit, crowd control, ult and crowd control skills, and then pop out, you know. That's how you should play her technically. Alright, going into Noelle. So there's Noelle build. You'll see how unlucky I am with my artifacts and why I don't farm them much. So 15k HP, 1.7k attack and 1.6k defense. Now my defense in my previous build was over 2k, but I decided to change sets and it just kind of went down. Like her damage went up, but her defense went down. Prototype Aminus, yeah. This was one of my early game mistakes. I crafted 2 prototypes Aminus instead of 1 prototype and 1 white blind because I didn't know. I was hyped to use a DPS character, so I built 2 of these to make this weapon powerful, but I didn't realize I was gonna use Noelle, and the white blind is actually very powerful for Noelle. Like it gives her a lot of defense, which stacks into damage and armor defense. It was a mistake on my part, and I also didn't realize how rare these prototypes are. I thought I could get a couple of them, but I'm AR 50 and I didn't get a single prototype from a weekly or a world boss since I started the game. Like this is how bad this is. Like not a single one since I started the game, and that's been 2 months. It's ridiculous. In my opinion, it is ridiculous. Alright, so going into my build, obviously I went for the retracting bowlight. That's one of the best builds. That's one of the best 4 set pieces for her, if not the best, because she will always be shielded, so having that 40% normal and charged attack damage while she's shielded is just amazing, isn't it? Like, it will be. So, looking at her sub stats, as you can see, this is a god roll for her because you want as much defense on her, but I didn't get a single defense roll. Going into my feather, exactly the same story. Double defense, attack, recharge is what you want on her, but I didn't get a single defense roll. Going into this one, double defense, energy recharge, elemental mastery, didn't get a single defense roll. I think I've got 1 actually, 1 defense roll, which is the plus 16 base stat defense roll, which is pretty much like, what is that? This cup I had in my old build. I didn't change this one because this one is amazing. It's got double attack, double defense, HP is okay. Yeah, it didn't really need to be there. So yeah, for the hat, this is like the first hat I've got, and I realized, okay, double defense, double attack, that's what you want for her, and the crit rate really boosts your damage, so I didn't mind using this one on her, even though defense would have been better in my opinion. But I was hoping to get some defense sub rolls on her, and I didn't get a single defense roll on her. So overall, I have really good artifacts. In fact, god rolls, 2 god rolls for her. But on these god rolls, I didn't get a single defense roll, which is a 50-50 for defense in both of these cases. It's mental how unlucky I am with artifacts, and this is why I don't farm them much. C1 on Noelle, that's what I went for on the Klee banner, and as I told you, I got 6 Sucroses and 2 Klees by the time I got 1 Noelle, which is mental. 666 on her talents, obviously. Alright, going for the man that I summoned on, the one and only Zhongli. For him, I won't show you the constellation, just so you guys know what I got on the summonings. So yeah, for him, I got 26k HP, 1.6k attack, 760 defense, all of the good stuff. I'm using the Favonius Lance for him because it's a really good weapon for him for energy recharge. Ideally, the way I play Zhongli and the way everybody should play, because that's why he was built, is you go in, you pop his nuke, you nuke with him, you pop his shield, you drop his pillar, and then you pop out, and you just wait for his energy to recharge again, to go back in and do the same, right? So for my artifacts, I'm going for the Noblesse Oblige and the Archaic Petra 2 sets for the elemental burst damage and the geo damage, because that's where your main damage is at with him, right? Your burst and the geo, because he does geo damage. He's a geo character, of course. For the flower, I've got elemental mastery, HP, energy recharge on him, which is not bad. I mean, this was a flower for Diona, but I swapped it out because it's more useful for him. It does more damage. It has a lot of recharge to help him get his damage back. All of the good stuff. Attack, this is an alright set for him. I mean, I was lucky enough with the attack rolls. I got elemental mastery, recharge HP. It's a really good role for him. It's useful, apart from the elemental mastery, but it's very useful. It's very good. HP on my sand. This is a really good role for him. I was just angry that I rolled defense substat. Of course, I'm gonna roll defense on the characters I don't really want defense, you know. It is what it is. But it's a really good one. I was lucky with the rolls as well, so that's why I'm gonna upgrade this later on. This one I'm still working on as well. I'm looking for a Geo Cup. I still haven't got a single 5-star Geo Cup, so that's why I'm going for this attack one. I mean, it's pretty cracked. Like, recharge, crit damage, crit rate, HP is really good for him with an attack percentage. It does a lot of damage, man. It's a lot of damage. And a crit rate mask. I mean, I do want a crit rate mask, but I want a 5-star one, so I'm working on this one as well. I mean, this is good enough. Crit damage, crit rate. I was lucky enough to get the crit damage roll. So yeah, that's the build I use for him. Now, his talents are 466. I was working on his talents, but then I realized I don't really do much of normal attack damage, so I kind of wasted books there. Ideally, you want him on 166 because you're just gonna pop him in, drop your pillar, drop your shield, drop your nuke, pop out, right? I'm not gonna show you his constellations because obviously I don't want to spoil the summoning, right? It's already happened. Like, I done it yesterday. I'm re-recording this because my audio failed. Okay, so main character, I've got him leveled up. I haven't got him build. I mean, this is the main weapon for him. It's for the Traveler, so I use that on him. I don't have any builds for him because I took all the good artifacts from him and, you know, kind of spread it out over everyone else because I don't use him anymore. Obviously, because of the story, C6, talent 688, that's when I was using him. I upgraded him. All of the good stuff. Child. I haven't finished building Child, but as you can see, 16k HP, 1.6k attack. I use the compound bow on him, but I tend to swap out with Fischl if I want to do more damage with him. And, you know, domains where there's a lot of fire, I kind of like using him. He's such a sick character. So yeah, that's why. But compound bow is still good on him. He still does decent damage. I think he does like 2k attacks, 2k like per hit. It's really good. Like, I really enjoy playing with him. Okay, so I'm working on these ones for him. I mean, attack, energy, recharge, crit damage, flower, it was good on him. The crit damage is really good on him because if I swap to the battle pass bow from Fischl, it already has crit rate, so crit damage is actually naturally good for stacking up. This one is a really good early game feather that I've got, so I just tend to use it on him. I mean, it's not really good. Like, look at this. It's got 2 useless stats, but you know, it's a waste to throw it away when I could just pop it on him and don't have to switch out any artifacts, right? Attack cap, obviously this cap is really good. I mean, because of their attack percentage, not because of their 1000 HP triple roll that I've got. Hydro damage, this is a really good roll on him, but then I rolled HP again. It's not really useful, but at least you're more tankier, right? Alright, so I got attack, crit rate, crit damage on this one, and then this utterly useless mask that I've got early game and decided to level up as well. Like, come on, they're all base stats, they're not even percentages. This one is so horrible. I'm gonna feed it into something later on, but for now I'm just keeping it on him. C0, obviously I'm not a whale, and 666 across because, well, he's got +1 because of his passive, right? Jean, I haven't got Jean build. I've leveled her up to 70 because I used her as a healer before. I've got the flute level 80 for her as well, but you know, I don't use her anymore. I will build her later on, maybe. I got C0, talent 622 because I was doing a lot of basic attacking with her. Klee is the one that I'm building right now. I mean, I got level 70 on her. I'm building the Favonius Codex for her right now. Artifacts, they're trash. I'm not even gonna show you these artifacts because I'm gonna replace them with the Pyro ones later on. C1, because as I told you already, I summoned for Noelle. I got 2 Klees, 6 crosses by the time I got 1 Noelle. 566, I'm working on these talents as well. I mean, I leveled most of these up yesterday, so I just got this one. I got 5 more books left. Going into my healers, level 70 Diona. I mean, I should have kept her at 60 because she does enough healing as it is. Favonius Warbow on her, the one and only. The energy recharge god, which is so good on her because then I could just pop my ult and heal so frequently. It's amazing. Obviously Maiden's Beloved 4-piece. I mean, I haven't got it leveled up, but as you can see, it's obviously gonna have HP. This one is so good as well. It's got a double HP and some damage in it. Attack with HP, crit rate, energy recharge. HP and energy recharge is what you want for your healers, right? So it's gonna have HP, energy recharge, HP, crit rate, crit damage. It's just nice little bonuses, I guess. Alright, double HP, energy recharge, crit damage, crit rate is really good. That's a really good one, actually. If you want to do a bit of damage on the side, that's really good. Barbara, I mean, oh yeah, I didn't, sorry. See, I'm skipping through. C0, yeah, C0 Diona. I mean, on the old banner, I only summoned for her. I got her early, I was lucky, so. 166, obviously because I want a stronger shield. She provides you a shield and she heals with her ult. So obviously I want a strongest shield. That's why I leveled her skill to level 6. And more heals, better heals. That's why I leveled her ult to level 6, right? Okay, going over to Barbara. I got level 70. She's not built out. I mean, I've got the perfect weapon for her. The second perfect weapon. The perfect weapon is the one that provides damage when you swap out, right? It's a 3-star weapon. But I've got this one. I crafted this one, Prototype Malice, for her. I refined it to rank 2. That's another mistake I made, because now I could have used the other free-to-play book on Klee, but because I refined this to rank 2 and I don't even use Barbara anymore, this was such a waste, such an early game waste, that I'm actually angry at myself for this, right? Okay, so going into obviously Maiden's Beloved, but I'm not going to show you these artifacts because they're all pretty much +0 if I remember. Yeah, they're all +0, they're not really good. C4 Barbara, I got a couple of them when I summoned for her. 266 +3 on the constellations, right? 6/6 for the heals, obviously. And that's about it. I mean, any other characters, they're all level 1s, maybe 20s, 40s. I mean, I'm gonna work on them later, right? But yeah, that is about it. That's about it for the characters. Okay, so going into my inventory, as you can see, I don't have any 5-star weapons. As I said, by no means am I a whale. Also, I don't summon on the 5-star banners for the weapons. Like I don't summon for weapons at all. Like as you can see, I had loads of characters but no 5-star weapons because I just don't go for the weapon banners. I think these weapons, the battle pass weapons, the weapons you can get are good enough that when you level up your characters and you get these weapons to level 80 or 90 or whatever, they're gonna do their job. Like you don't need that extra damage from the 5-star in my opinion. So that's why I don't really go for it. My artifacts, as you can see, I don't have a lot of plus 20s because I'm only now starting to work on artifacts for my characters. I'm only this week that I start building my characters properly, right? So I won't have too much. Resources, I mean, as you can see, I've got a lot of world resources. I don't need to farm any world characters for a long while. Bosses, yes, I need to do a lot of bosses. And books, and obviously materials for my weapons, because I always farm these as I go along. I don't tend to pre-farm them for anything. I just like doing it as I go along, and then refresh my resin, right? Food, I don't really care. You don't really care about food. You don't care about these. Don't care about these. And yeah, I have a couple of stardusts and star glitters. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it for the showcase of the account. Okay, so now that I've showed you all my characters, all my builds that I've got, this is my main team, right? Let me showcase to you my main team. And as you can see, surprisingly, they're all 4 stars, and 2 of the characters are free to play. And this is the team that carried me through pretty much all of the content, because honestly, the electro and the fire combination is really overpowered, right? And then to have someone like Sucrose or Venti to complement that with a swell, it just cracked. It's really cracked. And I mean, Noelle, I've got her because she's very versatile. She's a really good healer. I mean, I got C1 Noelle, so that means she can heal a lot. But if I showcase to you just the power of this team, you will just see how amazing this is, right? Like, this is pure damage. This is such a good damage. Like, everybody's useful. Anybody can do damage and heal and provide like crowd control and provide single DPS damage, single target DPS damage. It's just amazing. It really is. But showcasing to you, all right, let me just go in and do my dailies, and then you will see how good this is. All right, so let's just go in, right? So what you do is you go in. I usually just pop the shield first with Noelle. Pop him, pop Goba. You got the overload. Boom, boom. They're all dead, just like this. So literally, you can do this so often. I mean, now I don't have. Oh, I got hit. So now I don't have a. I don't have Fischl's bird, right? But look, he's already recharged. Pop Noelle, pop Goba. I can pop the ultimate as well if I want, and then go for Noelle's shield to break his shield. But I mean, using Sucrose, right? He is usually dead before the shield is even up. Oh, no, he's not. Now he is. Swell damage, kind of like Animo and swell damage with Sucrose bypasses the shield. So like, I don't even have to worry about the shield. Like, I don't even need Noelle's Claymore to break shields, or like Pyro to break shields, because Sucrose just bypasses the shield. I mean, that's a daily done. Someone like this, he's by himself, right? I've got Zhangling with the Crescent Pike that just does so much damage. It's just the Crescent Pike, man. What can I say? All of this physical damage that stacks is just amazing. With this extra hit, I can pick up a Chili. I've got an extra 20% damage or 15% damage, which if I picked it up, I would have cleaved through him even faster. Like, it's just disgusting. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one to showcase you how good this team is as well. So, damn, but I'm not good though. When I pop the shield, pop Fischl, pop Goba. This guy flies around a lot, right? But if I pop the ult, keep him in here, and just attack them. You're just gonna cleave through him really fast. Pop Goba down again. Pop the shield. Pop Sucrose one more time. Dodge around. I mean, he flies around a lot. Whoa. Got him. He's got that debuff. Boom, again. Boom, again. And Goba just finished him off. Now Goba's got 4.6k attack per hit because obviously of my pyro damage, right? So they do a lot of damage by themselves, but I mean, against enemies like this, you know, I didn't take no damage. Granted, I already know his moveset, I already knew what he was gonna do and all of that good stuff. I still got hit a couple of times, right? It was nothing major. I mean, these dailies are really easy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is showcase this team against the most annoying world fight that you can do, right? Not counting domains, obviously, or world bosses. When it comes to just basic enemies that spawn every day in your world, this is the most annoying fight, right? The 4 ruin guards at the same time. Start off by popping one of them and dropping them down. They're all gonna just fire rockets at you straight away, but you can burst this guy down pretty fast by doing this. I'm gonna pop the shield in the middle just to do a bit more damage. So one of them is already down. I'm gonna pop my ult, pop Goba again. No, don't do this. Swell. Do some more damage. Once again, do damage. She still hasn't got a shield, but she's already got this ult. Damn, I got hit. I mean, of course I would. Alright, so he's the only one left. As you can see, damn. I mean, if he's spinning like this, you could just shoot him in the eye twice and burst him down. You could use the last one to heal up with Noelle as well, because as you can see, whenever she's got a shield down, she's got a chance to proc healing. And boom, like just like this, I've done the most annoying fight in this world with a pretty much free-to-play team, and everybody's full HP. I mean, you know, there is times where you will take a lot of damage, but if you have a Noelle, it's just amazing. Like, hold on, I will showcase you just how good her healing is at C1. Okay, so I took damage for all of my characters on purpose, right? Now watch this. I'm gonna pop this, pop my ult, and just cleave through. And just cleave through everything. Right? Look at the amount of healing she provides. It's just mental, fam. Like, yeah, I didn't full heal because I lost my shield, but look how much healing she did in this short amount of time for my whole team. And I could pop my breastplate again with a chance to heal. She's just amazing. Look, everybody's back up to full HP pretty much. And now I can just go through her. Destroy him. Where's that Abyss Mage? Overload him. Swell. Swell the overload. Pop this breastplate again and heal up all the way, because why not? I mean, she does damage, she heals. Throw him into the water, make him drown. Electrocute him in the water, because you know that does a lot of damage. So yeah, as you can see, this team is just so good. Like, it's just so good. I cannot like explain in words how good and versatile this is. Like, it can pretty much, you could do anything in the world, right? I mean, the only thing I think this team won't clear is the Fire Flower, the world boss, the Fire Flower. But you can swap Noelle for Barbara, break the shield, and this has more than enough damage to take care of the flower. I mean, yeah, maybe you can two-shot it, not one bang it, but come on, like, if it's free to play, you can just use Barbara. She's for free, everybody gets her. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the showcase of this team. I mean, I'm not gonna show the other characters because they've not built yet. This is the team that I've been working on the most. So this is the showcase I wanted to, I wanted to show you guys. Like, I hope it wasn't too long or too boring. I mean, I tried to go through it as fast as I can, but as I said, I've got a lot of characters, a lot of builds. I mean, I'm not gonna do a video each per character. I'm just gonna show you briefly what it is. They're not the best builds, they're not the best characters that I could have. I'm still working on every single one of them. Artifacts are really hard to grind. So yeah, I mean, I hope this was good, somewhat educational. I mean, this is just my own personal opinions and my own builds and how I play the game. This is mainly why I wanted to show it off. So yeah, I'm out. Peace.